Today, we are going to dive into the fascinating and perhaps one of the most inspiring worlds, the life of the Norwegian royal family. Over the past year, this royal house has become the center of attention around the world. Not so long ago, people spoke of the Norwegian monarchy only occasionally, but now it has turned into one of the most talked about in Europe. And what is especially interesting, despite the challenges and difficult times, public support for the monarchy among Norwegians themselves is now at a record high. Let's start from the very beginning. The history of the Norwegian monarchy goes back more than 1,000 years, and the current Glucksberg dynasty has ruled the country since 1905. Today, the throne is occupied by King Harald V, who is 88 years old. He ascended the throne in 1991 after the death of his father, King Olav. The story of King Harald is not just the story of a ruler. It is, above all, the story of a man who was brave enough to put love above royal traditions. In 1968, while still crown prince, he married Sonja, a young woman from an ordinary family. Back then, this seemed impossible, since such marriages for heirs to the throne were considered almost a breach of royal protocol. There were separations and many years of waiting between them, but in the end, the prince made a firm decision. Either Sonja would become his wife or he would never marry at all. That decision shocked then King Olav, as the future of the dynasty depended on it. But in the end, love won. The king gave his blessing, and in a touching gesture, he himself walked the bride down the aisle, taking the place of her late father. Later, King Harald recalled that he and Sonja shared a special, almost instant connection, as if destiny itself had brought them together. Their romance inspired the creators of the television drama Harald and Sonja, known abroad under the title The Commoner. It is a story about true feelings capable of overcoming any boundaries. In recent years, the king's health has become a concern for his subjects. In the spring of 2024, the palace announced that the number of his public appearances would be reduced. After all, age takes its toll. Last year, during a holiday in Malaysia, the king suddenly fell ill and was hospitalized with an infection. Later, he had a pacemaker implanted. These details were confirmed by official press releases from the royal court. Interestingly, almost a year later, a similar situation happened to Queen Sonja. While skiing, she too underwent a pacemaker implantation. Despite all this, King Harald has no intention of stepping down from the throne. He has emphasized more than once that the oath he gave is for life. For him, those are not just words, but a matter of honor. The king believes he must serve his people to the end, and it seems that this steadfastness is exactly what earns him such deep respect from Norwegians. Meanwhile, more and more royal duties are being passed on to his son, Crown Prince Haakon. He is 52 years old and has received an excellent education. He studied political science at the University of California and later graduated from the London School of Economics. In addition, he holds the military ranks of General, Admiral, and Commander of the Royal Norwegian Air Force. But despite his high status, Haakon always remains a very down-to-earth and open person. He loves the ocean, cares deeply about the environment, and of course enjoys skiing. Because for a Norwegian, it's not just a sport, it's a way of life. In 2001, Crown Prince Haakon married Mette-Marit Hoiby, a woman who, too, did not come from a noble family. Before entering the University of Oslo, she even spent half a year studying at a school in Victoria, Australia. Their story is yet another proof that love has always come first in this royal family. However, in recent years, the Crown Prince's family has been going through a difficult period. Mette-Marit has had to reduce her public duties to focus on her health. In 2018, she openly revealed that she had been diagnosed with a rare form of pulmonary fibrosis. Recently, the palace announced that the princess is taking an extended leave to undergo a course of lung rehabilitation. According to the statement, the treatment will take place in Norway, and throughout October, Mette-Marit will focus entirely on recovery. The only exceptions will be a few important events, including a formal dinner for members of parliament at the royal palace. While his wife is undergoing treatment, Crown Prince Haakon is carrying out his international duties alone. Right now, he is on a working visit to the United States. Speaking about his wife, he warmly said that it is always nicer to travel together. But right now, the most important thing is for Mette-Marit to calmly complete her treatment and recover. It sounds very human and touching. Despite all these trials, the Norwegian monarchy continues to enjoy tremendous support from the people. Perhaps the secret lies in the fact that the royal family never hides behind the high walls of the palace. They are open, honest, and unafraid to speak about difficulties, and that makes them closer to ordinary people. The story of the Norwegian monarchy is not just a sequence of dates and titles. It is a story of love, devotion, loyalty to duty, and perseverance in the face of hardship. It is the story of people who, despite the crown on their heads, remain true to themselves, with their emotions, their weaknesses, and their great hearts. And perhaps it is this sincerity that makes them so loved by Norwegians and admired all around the world.